Hey yo guys, my name is Usanele and thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And today we're just discussing about the events which took place during the weekend. We saw EFF doing its manifesto in Durban at Moses Mabhida Stadium. We also saw Ngizwe doing his event in Durban also, same day but different times also. So I'll just give you guys my 2 cents, what's happening, and why EFF and President Julius Malema, as much as I respect him, why he must not take this thing of filling up in Moses Mabhida and think he is literally getting, how will I put this? He must not, let me just say, EFF must not take this thing of filling up Moses Mabhida and think that they're going to get a lot of vote from the people of KZN. And here's why I'm saying that. People from Pietermaritzburg in KwaZulu-Natal, people from Ulundi, people from far from Durban CBD area, they are always hungry, not hungry per se, but they're always looking forward to going to Durban, more especially to South Beach, North Beach, to go and swim. Basically, and they're going to swim by Olwandle, you understand? They're going to the beach. So now just imagine if somebody comes in and say, I'll take you from Pietermaritzburg to Durban for free. I'll provide the transport. I'll provide everything for you. All you have to do is just go to Moses Mabhida and be there for our manifesto. That was the EFF. And trust me, I'll say 90% of people from EPMB, that's where I'm from, 90% of people from EPMB who went to that manifesto, they just went there to swim, to enjoy Durban. I'll come to Ngizwe's party just now. And no disrespect to EFF. EFF is receiving a lot of support from different provinces, different people, and I also respect and I love President Julius Malema, regardless of what's happened during the event. People are talking about his running nose. That's human nature. That will happen to anybody at any time. If you listen to him when he was explaining what was happening, it was raining and the rain was actually coming into his face, and he thought that whatever was running down, it was part of the rain. That's human nature. I'm not here for that. I'm just here to talk about people who were there. And while the president, I saw so much disrespect from the people. While the president of the EFF was giving a talk, some people actually left the stadium. They actually left the stadium. Now you might come here and say, because it was raining. If it was raining, obviously you can go to the other side of the stadium and we can still see the fans and people who are still there. But people were actually leaving, and some people, I'm not saying all, but 40 to 45% of the people were leaving the stadium, right? So what I'm just trying to point out is that as much as political parties can enjoy the filling up of different stadiums and people coming in, but we must be very, very careful as political leaders not to be fooled and not to think that just filling up stadiums, because we saw this in the last elections when EFF was filling up about FNB Stadium, people were there, but now when it comes to votes and it's something else. I respect the EFF so much. I'm not into politics, I'm not into anything, but I respect how EFF is doing its own thing, more especially including the young people. The president of EFF also just came out and he said he wants 40% of people who are representing EFF in parliament to be 40% of youth. That's something else. There's no political party which is doing that and saying that. But people of KZN, please man, don't do this to Julius Malema. Don't do this to Julius Malema. Now let me go to Ngizwe. Ngizwe is not a political guy, but I personally believe that Ngizwe is behind the scene in support of MK. Why am I saying that? Why are you going to be so vocal about not wanting Julius Malema to be in KZN and doing his manifesto there? Why will you say that EFF has to ask for permission from the Zulu leaders? Why will you say that you having your what you call this thing here? You're having your event on the same day that EFF is having its manifesto. Anyway, here's what happened to Ngizwe's thing. It's very nice, man, and politics is such a rough game, guys. So what happened was, on Saturday when Ngizwe had to do whatever event, he was asked permits. Do you have your permits to do? So a lot of things. But what's ended up happening is that Ngizwe Mkunu's event actually did take place or did take part, but at the later part of the day, after Julius Malema has given his address to the people at Moses Mabhida. So people are saying that Ngizwe Mkunu's event was more like an after party for EFF. And people of KZN, guys, they'll surprise you. They took buses, EFF buses, and went to Moses Mabhida. After Moses Mabhida, or during the speech, they actually went to Ngizwe Mkunu's thing. That's very wrong, and that's for somebody who's very matured and think it's very wrong that you go to Ngizwe Mkunu's event wearing EFF t-shirts. Also, I mean, man, Ngizwe Mkunu has to be smart enough to see that people, I'm not sure why people will do that, but as much as they love Ngizwe Mkunu from KZN, but it has to show him that people are actually loving Julius Malema. And again, Ngizwe Mkunu must not take this thing of ukuthi abantu bafika lapha, and there were a lot of people in his event, and he thinks that he's now a king or a president of whatever. People were just given free transport to go to Durban. And it so happened that people do love Julius Malema, and some people do love Ngizwe Mkunu, so people had to choose and pick where they want to go. Having said that, guys, my name is Usanele. Love you guys. Please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please, man, do subscribe to the channel.